to Metal Titans, Guardians of Metal Entertainment Worldwide. I'm here with Grutle of Enslaved. Thank you for doing this interview with us today.
Sure, no problem.
First, the million-dollar question. How was the Rangers game?
3-1.
Oh, woohoo!
Victory. Let's go Rangers.
Who was the other team that was playing?
It was some crappy team called Washington Capitals or something.
Something.
Nah, they had a Russian guy and a couple of Swedes. Doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't matter. Rangers won. That's all that matters.
No match at all. They were like Canucks, you know, they're the other team.
What? Bring it on! No. You were already in Vancouver. You're fine. And
I wouldn't dare say it yesterday.
No, you don't say it. You don't say it the day of that show.
No, you don't.
Now, how you guys have only been on the tour for a few days now. How's it been for the first little start of the tour?
Well, fantastic. I mean, we played, is it 5 shows so far?
I think 5 or 6. Yeah.
So all shows were good, especially LA and San Francisco.
Yeah.
Always good, and this time as well. Really fantastic.
They're a top market city, kind of.
Yeah. And it was, I think in San Francisco there was even a couple of guys that already knew the lyrics of the new song. Of an album yet to be released. That's pretty much fantastic.
That's good. Means they're finding their ways of getting to know the words before the album.
A little bit of that extra vibe and confidence you need, to perform for 1 hour and 45 minutes. So that felt great. I mean, it's a good start.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, of course, In Times just came out in North America yesterday. Have you found the fans responding well to the new material that you play live, or is it like pretty much the same as older as compared to the new?
Yeah, they hate it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, as I told
they're
you,
booing. It's riots.
In California, they were like really into it because we played in California in the weekend too. So.
So that helps. Yeah.
It was kind of different on a Monday in Portland, of course. I mean, there were not that many sing-alongers on the new songs.
Yeah. Well,
but still, I mean, people seem to enjoy the new album and really getting into the new songs the first time they listen to them. Yeah. That's got to be positive.
Well, I know first time I heard the album, I was blown away. One listen, I was like, done. As soon as I saw you guys yesterday, put the CD in the car, hasn't really left. For a whole day and a half, it hasn't left the car. But
I'm glad to hear that.
Now, speaking of the new album, explain to us a little more, like inspirational-wise. Like, was it a totally different mindset writing In Times compared to Ritter, or is it kind of the same, just different words?
It's kind of the same thing. Kind of the same thing, of course. And actually, we never know ourselves.
Yeah.
We have absolutely no idea about the direction because we just always just been going with the flow. And but I mean, we have obviously been inspired by something.
Yeah. It's
because I think it's a stronger energy on this album.
Yeah.
And I think also I seem to remember that we had a lot more fun recording this album. I mean. Nothing bad about the Riti recording sessions, but this was like we did the recordings of the drums and the bass and Eva's guitars live in studio, and we spent enough hours in the rehearsal space before we started the recording. So we're pretty much ready and already confident enough when we started the actual recordings, and they went kind of smooth, and there was a really we really found the groove, so to speak. So that was one of the highlights of it. I mean, it was probably the most enjoyable album I've been participating in recording.
Yeah, no, that's good though. Like you feel it course through, right? It's not.
But I mean, to pinpoint the sources of inspiration is always difficult because we listen to. I mean, we have kind of
a
diversity
taste,
in our record collection. So I mean, you can find all kinds of shit there.
Oh yeah, there's lots. There's lots.
But
that's good.
I think the inspiration is more like I mean, it's healthier to use it as a more like an unconscious cool, you know. Instead of having this goal of this song is going to sound like this, and song is going to sound like that.
Yeah.
If you have that approach in the songwriting, well, you're really constructing music instead of making heartfelt music. You know, it becomes a little sterile and
yeah.
well, not so organic and of course less dynamic. So we always try to just you know, come up with the ideas as we go along, and both in the songwriting, in the lyric writing, and also in the arrangements and in the actual recording sessions. So that's what we are doing. And I mean, and this time around, we had a really good vibe on all layers, on everything in rehearsing, recording, even in the mixing sessions, which is usually pretty boring.
Yeah, no, so, like you've already like listened to it so many times now.
Yeah,
Just hear it again.
Well, we came up with several ideas during the mixing sessions as well, and we actually had time to add some days for additional recordings that we did inside and outside my cabin that I had back home.
Yeah.
So we recorded like rain, footsteps,
all kinds of things.
Footsteps, wind. We were like hammering with the sledgehammer on old agriculture devices and stuff like that.
Like all kinds of things, right?
All kinds of things, yeah. And added some delay and reverb to it, and we actually spread those recordings all over the album. So.
Oh yeah, you can hear it.
You can
like
hear
just
it. I mean,
listening from beginning to end, you hear everything.
And it's like the good old headset candy stuff, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So. We had fun.
Yeah, that's good though. Like you can tell that a lot went into this album, but it was more, like you said, organic. It didn't feel like it was like,
forced.
Okay, write this.
Yeah.
It was more free flowing.
Exactly.
So to speak.
So great fun.
Yeah.
And remember to,
of course,
buy the album or get the album. You know, steal it if you like. So.
You're not supposed to promote to steal
just
it.
don't steal this copy, okay? Please.
Don't steal that one. This one's forbidden.
Steal it from the stores.
Yeah, steal it from the record companies and stuff like that. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, the record stores.
Yeah, the record companies. That's
yeah, no, not the record companies. Sorry, Luana.
Because they're so nice to us.
Yeah, they're good.
Oh, they are actually.
Yeah, they're good. No, I met them a few years back when I went to California a few times. They're a great group of people.
Oh, they are actually.
Yeah. Back to In Times anyway. Of course, your sixth member did the artwork for this record. Explain a little more like how you came up with the idea for the art. Like, did he come up with most of it, or did you guys come up with it, or is it kind of like at this point you've worked so much together that it's just easy?
Yeah, well, I mean the initial idea was mine and Eva's.
Okay.
You know the elements.
Yeah.
And, but I mean we always have a meeting prior to before he starts working on things.
Yeah.
And, so we usually sit down and first we had a little chat on the phone, and then we met at one gig in outside Oslo. You know, we talked briefly about the ideas, you know, the elements, and he went home and he actually made this whole thing with just the red sky, the red background, and that little island and the sea. And then he came to Bergen one day, and we sat down and had dinner and making sketches and stuff like that, and
adjusting and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, including the elements. You know, talk about what kind of elements to include. And then, like 2 months later, we received this by mail, and we were like,
damn. Like, damn. That's.
I think it looks fantastic. I'm really proud of it. So.
I just like the element that it's just like the red really grabs you at first. It pulls you in because it's such a contrasting element, but then like the shadows just add like almost like an eerie kind of vibe to it. Yeah.
It's downfall, rebirth, calm sea, mythological giants, metaphysical portal.
Yeah. The whole
dream, a vision.
Yeah.
But everything.
Now, does he come to you like when he does it, is it painted like on a canvas and everything, or does he actually just draw and sketch it like on the computer?
This is like an oil painting.
Oh wow.
It takes a heck of a long time to do. You know,
Yeah.
Especially the red color was exceptionally challenging. He told me.
Yeah, because it's such a red.
Yeah, and it dries very slow.
You don't want it to like bleed into everything, right?
Exactly. So.
No, you did an excellent job.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's getting better and better. I hope we are too.
Of course.
Oh, I have to stop looking at my own record.
I love myself. No, I'm just kidding.
Actually, I hate myself.
Okay, so we'll say I love my music.
Cheers.
Well, thank you, Grutle, for doing this interview for Metal Titans. Before we finish, is there anything you'd like to say to your undying fans out there?
I hope everybody enjoys our new album, and hope every Enslaved fan in the States comes to our shows. Sorry for not including every single city in the United States, but I mean that's something I have to explain to the booking people. We just show up and play, you know, and promoters have to kind of book Enslaved in order for us to play in those cities, and if they don't, we
don't
just
really play. Yeah,
no,
play
I mean,
there. Yeah.
We wanted to, but I mean, we really want to do that. But I mean, it's not about just showing up and knock on the door. Can we play here tonight?
Yeah. Like,
unfortunately,
can we play in 4 hours?
Yeah, it doesn't work like that. So.
No.
So the process of booking is like a lot of wheels in motion, and of course I hope our biggest wish is to play on all continents, you know, in every city, you know. But it's
that's
not.
That's the dream.
That's the dream, and I mean that's the utopia.
Yeah.
It's hard to actually do that. You know?
No.
So.
Not everywhere's easy to get to either. But
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I mean, if we have 2 fans in
Greenland.
Greenland, I mean, it's a little. It's a little out of the question to go over and play there, you know.
Yeah.
So,
sorry. Sorry, Greenland.
And we need this, you know, this rolling cesspool called the tour bus. We need that to be able to tour, and it's unfortunately not free either. So.
No, exactly.
And we have to pay for it, so we need money to pay for it. And
so don't steal the records, buy the records.
And now it's already starting to be boring to listen to after 2 minutes. So sorry about that. I'd rather just play. You know?
Yeah. No, exactly. I'd rather play and meet everybody. Make the effort to go see everybody. It's worth it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.